Hello, my name is Agustín Jiménez and this is my individual oral. In this I.O. I will be discussing but also focusing on how nationalism helps to promote different figures of power. In order to support and evidence these ideas, um, I choose a literary work which is one of Tennyson's poem to the Queen, and also a non-literary work which is one of Campbell Soup's advertisement, a new and improved recipe. So to guide and to structure my analysis, I formulated the question that is to what extent does different to what extent does different artworks such as the Campbell Soup's advertisement and To the Queen from Tennyson help to promote different figures of power in a patriotic way. So to start this analysis, I will also, of course, take you know, the the poem, the literary extract. So the first idea that we can extract from this, that we can take, from this extract, it's in the first stanza where Tennyson talks about the warrior kings. Henry V, Edward I, Richard I, right? Where he basically, these warrior kings were the greatest figures of power and empire, thanks to the Crusades. And what Tennyson makes in here is that he puts Queen Victoria over these warrior kings that were the greatest of the greatest, right? So, of course, again and again promoting her figure. Now, what the another idea that we can take from the poem is that when Tennyson refers to her as the revered, the beloved one, or your royal grace, what he's doing there is making emphasis on the queen, but not just the figure of the queen, such as, or her power of the power of the queen, such as in the crown, right? What he's making is the emphasis on her systematic power, or her systematic role in this society, the empire, the nation, as you want to tell it, and of course now and again promoting her figure of power. Finally, relating it more to nationalism, when in the 10th line, when Tennyson talks about that thanks to Queen Victoria, that chokes the empire, that unifies the empire, shows, of course, relates it to the concept of nation in the 19th century. So Tennyson's, with this idea, wants to say that thanks to Queen Victoria, right, we can have finally a unified empire where we all talk the same language, we have the same cultures, right? So thanks to Queen Victoria, we can dominate the seas, we can dominate the lands, and dominate the skies, right? So that's how nationalism helps also, and again, to promote her figure of power in the empire, the British or Great Britain. Then passing to the non-literary extract, we can, and when you read it, you can consider, or you can consider that the word government is repeated several times. Of course, this repetition of the word government shows the systematic role and of a state, in this case the United States, in war times, right? And we all know that most of states in war times led to statisms, and statisms, well, it's the most exaltation of power of a state in control of a society. Then a second idea that we can take from the non-literary extract is the patriotism evidenced in the colors, right? So this patriotism, of course, holds on the idea of victory, and thanks to who the United States had the victory, of course, to the U.S. military, but also the government, this state. And finally, referring also to the colors blue, red, and white, they show of course the imbalance of power in that international concert that the world was passing through. Of course, referring to the victory of the U.S. and the Allies in the First World War, that put in the world power the U.S. as the main figure. So, in conclusion, we can consider that this promotion of figures of power isn't just in the internal politics, such as the crown, but we can also consider that thanks to this nationalism, we can have also a promotion of power in the international concert, right? In the international politics.